I've taken a job as a forest fire watcher, and something strange is going on here. Day 4. I'm insanely cold. I know she's there. I can feel it, she's under my bed. I thought about the rules. Did they say anything about this? There are 2 rules that might have worked, but I don't know which one to follow. Rule 6. If you wake up and see a smiling woman looking at you through the window, hide under the covers and hold your breath. She will enter your cabin, and you will feel her breath right above you, as if she is hovering overhead. It is important not to breathe. It will only last a few seconds. Once you feel her leave, key the light and keep it on until morning. Or rule of thumb, 9. If at any point you get back to your tower, notice someone is in it, just run. Don't stop until you reach the next tower. Don't look back because she's probably chasing you. Should I hide under my blanket until she's gone, as in rule 6, or should I run because she's in my tower, as in rule 9? Hell, when I came in, she was already inside, so it's rule 9 all right. I can hear her. Not well, but I can hear her. It sounds like someone trying to move slowly and keep quiet. A second later, there is a small cracking sound, similar to fingers being crunched. God, it must be her hands, they are moving, and there is this crunching sound. Afterward, I hear a low, choking moan. I close my eyes. I have to make a decision to keep hiding or run, rule 6 or rule 9. I'm in a panic. I feel a slight tug at the bottom of my bedspread. It wasn't a hard tug, and it only lasted a second. After that, the bedspreads pulled again a little harder than last time. I choose rule 9. I jumped up sharply from the bed and ran out the door, which slammed deafeningly behind me. I don't see her because I don't turn around. I'm already running, and I'm halfway down the stairs of the tower, and I hear a rumble above me, the door slamming again. Apparently, she has left the cabin. I'm down my towers, and I hear footsteps at the top of the stairs. She follows me halfway down. I run down the path and hear chugging, dirt, and rustling grass behind me. I run toward the bunker. The noise behind me doesn't stop, and it gets louder. She catches up to me. She's already halfway there. I reach the bunker and quickly open it. I barely make it down the stairs, remembering to slam the hatch shut. I can hear her. She's walking around upstairs next to the manhole cover, rustling the grass, walking probably in circles. Her low moans make me freeze. The hair on my body stands up as she screams in pain. I'm in the corner of the bunker. I stare at the trapdoor through the darkness. I can't see anything. She's still outside. I can hear her moving. Maybe she didn't see me go down into the bunker? Maybe she doesn't even know it exists? Or maybe she can't get in. This is apparently where Harvey slept when he was away from the tower for a long time. Allison said she didn't know where he spent those last few nights. Maybe this is the place in question. I don't know. Can't just guess? I can't hear anything now. It's been about 20 minutes. I think the creature above me is gone, but I'm done. I'm not going to act like an idiot anymore. I'm going to stay here until morning. Eventually, I fell asleep and woke up in the morning from the sound of the wind outside the bunker and the birds singing. So the memories of last night still terrify me, looking back on my decision to figure out what happened to me after all. I feel stupid. I'm not sure if it was the lack of sleep or if it was because she put some kind of spell on me, but I'm not going to make that kind of decision anymore. I'm going to be a stickler for the rules. It's morning. I'm still in the bunker. I finally work up the courage to open the hatch above my head and look out, blinded by the sunlight after sitting in darkness for an incredibly long time. All was well around no one. Careful not to make any sudden movements, I climbed out and headed for my tower. I quickly started to climb the ladder when I heard a voice behind me. Hey, hi. I almost shit myself with fright, turning around and almost falling down the stairs. There's a girl standing at the base of my tower. A normal, everyday girl with brown hair. She's wearing glasses and has a big backpack on her back. She is dressed in hiking gear and smiles at me. I'm sorry, what frightened you? Hi, I'm Samantha, Mark's daughter. I'm here to replenish some needed food supplies. She explains. I'm still looking at her and my heart just bursts out of my chest. Allison mentioned that Mark or his son would be here for that, but she hasn't said a word about her daughter. I'm already being driven crazy by these speculations and strange happenings. Oh, hello, I replied in a shaky voice. You really scared me. I'm Oscar. I know hi. Sorry again, she repeats, still smiling. You're okay. I squeeze out a weak smile and nod. Just a little startled by the surprise. That's it, I thought it was Mark or his son who often comes here for that. She laughs, she usually does. I just recently started helping them. You are actually my one stop today, later visit the others. Nice to meet you, Oscar. It's getting dark. I feel determined to find out what's going on in these woods. Don't get me wrong. I'm scared to death, but I made the wrong choice, as far as I know and hear on my own. I don't know who Allison can trust. Although she apparently isn't telling me a lot of things either, I don't have much of a choice of who to trust and who not to trust. Right before I go to bed, I contact her to ask her the question I'm interested in at the moment. Hi, Allison, I said. And Mark has a daughter. Oscar said hi to Allison a minute later, and I was just gonna say goodnight. And I don't know. I've only met his son in person, and I was just curious. Is Oscar okay? Something's wrong. She's asking. I'm fine. I'm fine. Allison's a little tired. I can't say goodnight anymore. I'm still terrified, but I know what I have to do. These rules are my lifeline. They will ensure my survival. So I must follow them without hesitation, and right now more than ever. Just in case, I keep my shoes on when I go to bed, and remember to turn on the lamp before I turn off the main light. I lay in bed for about 30 minutes or so. Then, I heard this. Someone scrambling again. Rule 7. If you hear someone scratching, wherever the sound is coming from, turn off the radio station and hide under a blanket until the sound stops. The scrabbling was quiet, and it sounded like it was happening somewhere on the stairs, if not at the very bottom near the outhouse where the groceries are stored. I immediately rush to the radio station and turn it off. I check to see if my little radio is off and make sure it is. I quickly walk back to my bed and hide under the covers as the sound continues. It's getting louder. The sound is slow and drawn out, similar to the sound of a nail being driven across a wooden board. Each scratch is followed by about 10 seconds of silence. Then someone scratches again. It's closer now than the last time. Soon I hear scraping right next to me, like on my bed. I hold my breath and close my eyes, no rules. I'm just scared as hell. The next rustle is more prolonged than the others. It's either near my bed or at the cabin door. I don't know. I'm already really bad at thinking, but I'm not going to move. The rustling stopped after about 15 minutes. I don't know how my heart could stand the fear. All I hear? It's the rustling of the trees below, as the wind rustles the leaves and branches, creating an atmospheric sound just outside the walls of my cabin. I had already made the decision to stay in my hiding place for the rest of the night just in case, when suddenly I heard another sound, quiet footsteps. Each quick knock was heard louder and louder. By the time I realized she was running up the stairs, in my panic, I forgot the rules. Instinctively, I jump out of bed and run to the light switch. I turn it off, and the sound immediately stops. I freeze, standing at the switch. I expected something to happen now, but nothing was happening. Shivering, I approach the list of rules I kept on the nightstand by my bed. Pick it up and check it. Did I do Rule 5 right the night before? If you hear someone running up the stairs of your tower, turn on the main light and don't turn it off until morning. If you don't do that by the time she is upstairs, it will be too late. Thank God. I knew having the main light on was part of most of the rules. I'm insanely glad I did the right thing. I look around the balcony surrounding my tower and see nothing below. I look up at the top of the stairs, the end of which is now barely visible. But nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing, complete silence. It's been about 2 hours since something or someone tried to climb my stairs, and I'm definitely not going to sleep tonight. So I decide I'm going to use this time wisely. I grabbed a map and intensely started exploring the neighborhood, memorizing all the routes near my tower so I know them like the back of my hand. However, I also learned something new. I managed to find the shortest route to the neighboring tower. It should take the least amount of time in case of an emergency escape. Although I still think I can trust Allison, I still really want to meet her in person. I want to see her and have a proper face-to-face conversation without holding onto the radio station's handset. I've decided that tomorrow I will definitely go to Allison's towers. Period.